Good morning, Nico. Good morning. Say good morning, everyone. Hiya, so it is Sunday the 14th of September and I thought I would come out. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I've been trying to get tidied up this morning so I could come out and be out here guilt-free. You'll never guess where I'm going in a little while. Yep, you got it, the garden centre. I'm going to go away and have a wee cuppa and a wee wander about, see what's new for autumn. I'm going to desperately try not to buy anything because I really don't want to get anything else that I need to find a spot for. I bet you all know how that feels. Anyway, I thought we could just have a wee look around. We were out the other day dividing plants and moving things around, so I thought we could just have a wee quick look at all the rest of the garden. It's all looking a bit messy because I haven't had a chance to come out and weed. I'm going to try possibly come out later just to get rid of some of these wee bits in between the slabs, although the winter's coming so they should die off, which then hopefully I will stay on top of it come spring. But what is wrong, Nico? What is wrong? You've already had a little snack. You have. You've had a little snack. Yeah, you have. Gorgeous boy. Oh, there he goes trying to swipe. There he goes. Right, wait a minute. Right, so here we are at the patio and I thought we could just take a walk along here and see what is all going on. So I think maybe the last time I told you that I had a little pumpkin growing and it went black and fell off and I was feeling a bit disheartened, but look, there's another little one. I mean, it's just tiny and it probably won't do very much before it needs to be picked, but for now I'll take it. Now I actually took the wee flower off it because I don't know if the last one had the flower still stuck to it and then it rained and everything and then the bottom of it all went black, so I thought maybe if I take the flower off it won't maybe rot the same. I don't know, I'm no expert. If any of you know the answer to that. Sweet corn, I don't think it's going to do much more, but I think I'm just going to let the foliage sort of die back. And actually, couldn't help myself again, I picked a bit of the corn. Look at the size of that, it's tiny. But I thought, see, even if I have a few bits like this and it dries up, it would be really cool for some decorations. Now I've got raspberry cream twirl rose here, I think, that was getting a lot of new growth. Oh no, that's a cosmos. I thought we were getting a new bud, but it's a cosmos bud. But that's been really good this year. I think come next year I'll have to get it tied up onto the fence or something. And then coming round here, look at the hosta, it's getting its autumn colour and some of it's just starting to get ready to wilt and fall off. I actually can't believe how little this got eaten this year because I had it on this little wire stand and it seems to have really helped. I've got the sweet peas going over, I'm letting this go to seed now. I really love this colour and that's what that is, so I need to try and remember once the flowers go over. I should maybe tag them actually because I loved that. The Sweet William is going over. I need to try and collect seeds from that too. And then we've got some dahlias here. This is the ones from seed and they're getting quite a few wee buds on them, so it'll be interesting to see what colour these ones are. And there's another one over there and another one over here, and again it's getting quite a few buds. I always get so excited, especially when they're from seed, to try and find out maybe what colour they're going to be. And this, I have to say, I think this is my favourite this year. It just is beautiful. The pink begonias and the sort of lilac-y, sort of violet coloured lobelia has been amazing. And then we've got more lobelia in here, and I'm super proud of these because I grew them from seed, and you always get a bit more satisfaction, I think. And then at the back we've got this heuchera. I noticed in the last video I couldn't even say that word. I kept saying heuchera. The word just would not come out that day. That's brain fog for you. Anyway, nice heuchera there, and another one that's just a little bit lighter in colour. And then we have this lime marmalade one that I think I'm going to try and divide and possibly put over here. This is all getting rejigged. So I've got some heuchera that I took out that side border the other day, and there's brunnera that it'd be nice if that started to fill in a bit as well. But I need to get out and get that done. I've still got the green dogwood in this pot just for now until I decide what we're going to do with it. We will be sort of making a flower bed, sort of extending this out, but we need to get rid, the shed that's here needs to go, and we need to get a new one before we can do that. I don't want to go to the effort of making a new flower bed and then having to rip everything back out. But looking really pretty. The grass definitely needs cut, but this is what happens when we're both working full time. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm loving the calendula. This has been amazing in the garden this year. I think I've said that already. And the snapdragons, a nice wee bit of colour, but I think this is going to be my spot for putting my Gertrude Jekyll next year. It deserves a spot of its own, I think. And the Leatris spicata has been beautiful, and these were just wee ones that I bought. They were just bulbs, and I brought them on in the pots and then eventually planted them out when I felt they were strong enough. Look at this baby silver heart brunnera. How amazing does that look? And then we have another one here, but I think this is Jack of Diamonds. It's still in the pot. That was a bare root, as was this wee one back here. Can you see it? That actually, the Jack of Diamonds ones look absolutely stunning. The markings on them, I think I maybe even prefer them to the silver heart, which I thought was my favourite. And Patience, still wee bits of colour, but there's not much now. I need to look into how to collect seed from these actually, because I'm not entirely sure. What else have we got? Nordwick's Glory. This is a dahlia. Lots of new buds on that. This one needs head-headed. Once the rain gets these ones that are a bit more fluffy looking, they don't really do too good. Oh, actually, my Queen of Sweden cotton, it's looking fab. And this is one of these that I'm thinking I might put round the side where I was working the other day. And look at these geraniums. All the seed pods actually. I need to get on it and get these collected. And then also I think I'm going to try and do the winter and over method as well. Put them in a paper bag over winter inside. And then my cuttings, rose cuttings again. Two of these again are Queen of Sweden, and the other one I'm positive is Vanessa Bell. I really don't know how I feel about Vanessa Bell, if I'm being honest. It's very floppy, and it doesn't seem to matter what I do. It just, the minute it's got flowers, you can hardly see them because they're just looking down. Look at all the buds on this though. This is going to be full of colour just in the next few days, I think. Geraniums, looking a bit blah. I should probably cut these off and collect the seeds. And the super petunias in the wheelbarrow anywhere. Oh, do you know, there's actually new buds coming on here, look. These are all new. Life in it yet. Definitely some life left. And then coming over here, this bright poppy colour, the Gaillardia, is just amazing. Absolutely loving that. Now I have another 2 plants that I planted over in that wee back border that you can't see, and I think I'm going to move them over here and have a bit more of a clump of them, and hopefully they'll come through the winter, because I think they can be a wee bit more tender than some other perennials. Going by what I've read anyway. Oh, I love this hydrangea. Still getting some newer buds on it. Look up there, the purple. And the ones when they start to go over and they take on the more autumnal look. Oh, just beautiful. And my strong Annabelle hydrangea. I've cut a lot of the flowers off of here and took them into the salon, and they're currently in a vase drying. So hopefully I'll be able to use them for decoration at some point. This budgie calendula, looking great, and there's some that are starting to go to seed. So I don't know whether I should start collecting them just now or not, because there's still a lot of buds. It's hard to tell. Cosmos is getting taller. Not many flowers on this side, but it's getting taller, and the foliage is absolutely stunning, I think. I love it. And my Physocarpus dark gold. Look at the red stems with the bright green, yellowy green foliage. Beautiful. Lots of buds coming on the sunflowers. I'm not sure what my favourite colour is. I definitely think I've enjoyed these ones, which I think is called Vanilla Ice. But now that we're getting more into autumn, oh, it's these colours, isn't it? They just give you all those autumn vibes. As does Fabulous Rudbeckia. I love how this is all sort of mixing into one. The Supertunia Vista Bubblegum and the Rudbeckia Goldstorm. And Morning Glory, which everything's closed up for now because it must be a bit chilly for it. And we have some seed pods coming onto this lupin. Now this was cut way back and it's sprung back with some flowers, and now it's getting little seed pods, and it's next to the Liatris and the Green Cascade Amaranthus. And lots of cosmos flowers here, right next door to my mum's rose that she gave me. It's definitely needing some deadheading. It's a wee bit better. We'll just take some of these cosmos. Let's keep it flowering as long as we can. Is that us for now? Yep. So coming along here, this is all self-seeded forget-me-not, and I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it where it is. It's not doing any harm, although come the springtime I can only imagine how narrow this path might get, but we'll deal with that then. If it gets too much we can always chop it back a little bit. Raspberries, I'm not sure how healthy these are or not because I don't have much experience with them, so time will tell. I cut off the last year's cane, so I think hopefully I've done the right thing, but this one here just isn't looking too healthy at all, so we'll see. There's probably not much good in this little trough anyway. Look at the lemon ball sedum, and it's even getting some autumnal colours as well. Look, it's getting touches of orange. Not bad for wee cuttings. And here's my winter sowed lavender. I've got some more cosmos round this side actually, look. Nice white ones. And a bright poppy blue hydrangea there. The supertunias are still looking great. I've really enjoyed this sort of drift of them, and I think I'll be repeating that next year. I might actually see if there's any other colours that I can get. And then coming round here, we've got the wee willow that's in the pot with some begonias and creeping jenny. And then in this corner, we've got the rhododendron there, surrounded by some cyclamen. And there's also ornamental cabbage that has been getting eaten alive. Now I've put loads of coffee and everything around it, hoping that that would make a difference, but it's not. The middle one's doing all right, but the two at the sides are just poor wee things. And this is like mostly all my cuttings up here, so I've got lavender, some hydrangea, blue spire salvia, a few different things. And the echinops, I'll just do a wee quick scout around here because this is where we worked the other day. But look, the limelight is looking really gorgeous. It's getting its pinky tones. And then the dahlia, the totally tangerine dahlia that I brought around the other day is opening up. You could barely see it the other day because it had been dead-headed, but it's opening up nicely now. The Queen of Sweden, because it's getting so tall and the roots weren't very big, and I'm thinking, I was watching Monty Don and he was talking about roses, how when they've been rocked a bit it tends to break the roots. Well, when we had that big storm, this more or less got blew on its side, and I'm thinking it's maybe broke the roots, and that's why the root ball wasn't very big. So I think I need to try and put some goodness into this area, and then I'm also going to make a frame that will hopefully stop it from moving so much in the future. The lavender is looking all right. Geums are still sulking a little bit, but I'm sure they'll come back okay. This was the one that we divided the other day. And look at this begonia. And the dandelion leaf that I've still not picked out. And then the astilbe is a really nice bit of interest. I saw someone on Instagram had brought them in and dried them, and you should see, like even from last year, how nice they're still looking. And around here we've got the hydrangea, which is the same as that big blue one over there, but it's got all its autumn colours. And Physocarpus Diablo is a nice bit of dark foliage in here. I think come next year when this gets even taller and bushier, it's going to be really nice and really offset all the green. Oh, we've got the Physocarpus Tiny Wine. Now I am toying with the idea of taking that round and putting it at the back of the wall where the hydrangea and everything is. I think we could do with some dark foliage there. We'll see. I think that's about it. Just thought you'd like to see how it's all starting to turn for autumn. I really like this time of year. I think it's nice when I can start sort of clearing things out and clearing the decks a little bit. Make some plans for next year. Collect seeds, which is one of my favourite things to do, especially if it saves us a little bit of money for next year. But I would just like to say, I hope you're having a really nice day. I hope you get the chance to get out in your garden if that's what you're wanting to do today. Anyway, I'll just say bye for now.